This week I'm going to be reviewing Cthulhu Dice. Cthulhu Dice is basically just a player elimination dice rolling game. It's a great game for filler type things. It's a very quick game. So let's just get into the overview and I will tell you what it's about. So, as I said, Cthulhu Dice is a simple game. You just have this dice, you have these little tokeny things. They're just them little crystal-y type things you can get from the dollar store. Anyways, you just roll this dice. Each player takes a turn rolling this dice. Whatever comes up has some sort of effect that it does. And so you roll once, and basically each player gets like I think three of these little, I don't even know what you call them, beads, crystals, things. Um, and you're trying to be the last person to still have some. Actually, everybody in the game, typical of Cthulhu, can actually lose the game. Together it is possible, and I've had it happen. That's about it. So you're just kind of rolling the dice, and you're either giving or taking these little tokens from other people. So let me get into the components. Now, I mean, this is it, what you see. It doesn't even come with a box. It came in a little packaging thing. I actually had to just put it in a baggie. I might make a box for it someday. So that I was a little disappointed in. I know you're trying to make a cheap game and you just have this sort of dice that you're producing and these sort of this rule book that gets all folded up. But I would have liked at least a little tiny box or something. This is a great game you could stick in your pocket or something. I just wish it had a box. But these are like from the dollar store. The only real thing you need is this dice. In fact, if you ever lose these, you can use whatever you want. But you could go to the dollar store and get more of these tokens. You could. The game says you can play for 2 to 6 people, but that's only because they gave you just enough of these to play with up to 6 people. But you could play this game with as many as you want if you just got more tokens or something. So, I mean, really, when it comes down to it, this is all you need is this dice. That's about it for I mean, the dice is cool. I like it. Custom sides and different, icons on it. But that's it. It's it's a pretty basic game when it comes to components. The learning curve for this game, it's pretty simple. Like I said, this game can be played in 5 minutes or less. It's a fast pace, roll the dice, and everybody just keeps going. You don't think about it too much. It's pretty easy to explain. All you have to do is reference the rules. If you forget what a side does, basically you just look at the rules, and once you learn all the sides, which doesn't take very long, it's just going to go like that. You're just going to be cruising through the game. It's a game meant to be played over and over and over again. Is it fun? I would have to say, even though it's very simple, it is a very fun game. We have definitely played it several times. It's probably one of the best true filler games. Like when you just want to quick play something and you have a big group of people, that's what makes it great too. It's so simplistic, it's almost ingenious. I mean, it's a Steve Jackson game, so I mean, he did Zombie Dice and everything, which I have a how to play video on that, but maybe I'll review that game someday. I mean, it's a great filler game, right up there with Zombie Dice. This is even faster paced and quicker. So if you've got a group of people and you just want a quick game to play, and it can be played over and over, you could keep track of score if you want to. First person to get to so many points wins, that sort of thing. It's just a fun game. So the overall grade I'm going to give this game is an A. I would almost give it an S if it had a box, because it's really a fun little game that is, I mean, there's not much to it, and a filler game, to me, doesn't typically warrant getting a really high grade, but this one is so simplistic, and we've played it so many times that yeah, I would almost give it an S if it wasn't for sort of the lack of a box and everything with the components. I think they kind of dropped the ball on that side of the game development, and they wanted to cut costs, and I can understand that. It's a very small game, but for that reason, I'm going to have to give it an A. But other than that, I mean, this is a fantastic filler game. One of the best, top 5 filler games. I mean, if you don't have it, pick it up if you can find it. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. It's a simple game. Go play it if you can. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do these review videos usually once a week. And if you have a game you'd like me to review, well, either you could send it to me or tell me about it. I'll see if I can pick it up or if I have it already. And as always, stay tuned for what's coming next. Check out my Facebook page and keep YouTubing it up.